Hello everyone and welcome back to another unboxing slash review. Today we're going to be looking at Altria Pendragon, the racing version. So I decided, you know what, I've collected pretty much all the Fate figures. I'm slowly getting through the unboxings, but hey, may as well pick up the racing versions. Even though I'm not super into the racing stuff myself, I figured, you know what, just to complete the set, we'll grab them anyway. So we've got the three. Well, for now, we've only got the two. For some reason, it's like there's some crazy event going on this year that's caused shipping delays. I don't really know what it is, but like for some reason, they don't have Nero yet. So far, we've only got Artoria and John, and so of course, you know, things keep getting delayed. I know some countries have got it, but Australia sadly hasn't. But Nero should be on the way soon-ish. Once she's here, we'll do an unboxing for her, the closest video to whenever she arrives. But for now, this week we're gonna do Artoria and John. Also, yeah, there's gonna be a couple of different videos up this week, just because yeah, we're kind of in between mini-series, so I figured, okay, let's just do a quick one-off. But I only have one one-off to do. So pretty much it's going to be, I'll just give you the schedule for this week. It's going to be Artoria, then it's going to be Futaba from Persona, then it's going to be the one-off Fate Stay Night Nendoroid Petites. After that we're going to do Haru from Persona as well, finally completing off that Persona 5 set that I've been waiting for forever. Then we're going to top it off with John Racing version as well, just to finish off that week. Plus, there'll probably be a random video for Fate Grand Order for me trying to roll BB again this week. I don't know when that's gonna be put out. I'll probably roll her maybe on the second or third day, whenever she's on rate up. I think she gets a rate up with MHXX, just the two of them. So I'll probably wait until that day before rolling, just, you know, make sure I don't end up with like a copy of Maeve, given that I don't really care for Maeve. She's good looking, but I don't really like a character. But anyway, that's going to be this week's schedule. If you're into those things, check them out. If you're into Fate Grand Order, like you are with these figures, go check out the game when I upload that video as well. It's pretty fun. I really enjoy making them. But let's now take a look at this box. It does have racing stripes all over the place. Very cool. Like, the more I've looked at these designs, they've kind of grown on me. And so now I do kind of like them. Although I haven't really decided which one I want to keep them posed as. They are pretty cutesy. I'll definitely pose them all together once I have them all. Also, once I've done the final Persona ones, maybe I'll take a picture or two and then just move them somewhere else to make place for more Fate figures. Oh, you're really in there, aren't you? Okay. Let's pull you out. Poop. I wonder if this is going to become a yearly thing now. I mean, they probably could do it, given that Fate is, like, super popular. Get in there. I know they do racing Miku figures every year, don't they? I'm not too into those ones either. But let's have a look here. Okay, pretty normal stuff. How to attach the umbrella thing. How to do that pose. Okay, we can figure this out. What do we have back here? Let's get your tape off. We got two more. Come on, work with me. One more. There we go. Alright, tape be gone. I finally gave this desk a clean as well, and I thought, like, you know, there was just like marks and scruff bits, like from... So usually I put like, there's like a little corner, at the corner of the desk over there, that's where I usually used to hang pieces of tape when pulling them off, just to get off my hand quickly. And there were a couple of marks there, but turns out it was just tape. And so they peeled right off. But here we have the umbrella. It's got the Type Moon logo. It's got more Type Moon Racing logo. That's what it is. Good Smile Racing logo. What do we have here? Type Moon Racing. I don't know if that's specific. I'm assuming it's going to be specific to Artoria, this logo here, given that it's a lion and she's, you know, kind of the Lion King. Oh, also we have, that's the underneath. Very nice. They kept that little detail in as well. Then we have a couple extra arm pieces here and there. Pretty straightforward. Extra leg, extra hands. Alright. Drop down a little. Pull Artoria out. This does look like Lily more than anything, given that the hair band is black. I don't know if it's supposed to be Lily, but I'm gonna assume it's Lily. Also, she's a lot more smiley and cheerful. And Saber isn't like that, but Lily is. You know what, let's just pull this out. We'll pull you out, there we go. Nice little bow. Okay, get back in there. In you go. Straighten that out. And we'll pull that off. What else do we have? I like her like side cape thing. It kind of looks like Claude from Fire Emblem, if you guys played that or not. I really dig it. Does it come off? How does this attach on? I don't want to just pull blindly. Okay. It seems to pull off there. There we go. Get rid of that. So, yeah, I guess it just attaches to the middle of her back over there. Cool. Let's put that back on. I like it. I'm digging it. Okay. Let's put you all back together. There we go. Nice and easy. How does this cloak rotate? Okay. So it can rotate around the actual back bit there, as well as it's kind of got... It's like sort of split off into two pieces, if you guys can see. And that also rotates. Okay. Which way does your hair go? It seemingly goes... like kind of just straight back. If I'm looking at this right. A little bit off to the side. Maybe a little more like that. Yeah, that looks about right. Well, I guess it depends on which way you pose her. Alright, but let's get a good look at you now. Yeah, she really does look more like Saber Lily. I don't know if it's just the bow or what, but like she's smiling, she's got the black bow. That's more Saber Lily-esque than her later years. We've got regular arms. There's quite a bit of detail in what she's wearing as well. We've got that lion symbol. I don't know if I can focus that far, as well as like all the sponsorships over here and there and on that little... I guess, I don't even know what you'd call that. Maybe like a tie piece, like this thing here. Very cool. And I guess she's kind of wearing a swimsuit under all of this. Because like this isn't really a dress. This is like a... it's pretty much just open straight down the middle. Which is interesting. And here's the back. Cool. I do like the design though. I'm digging it. Then we have closed umbrella. There we go. Slightly bent out of shape. But nothing hot water and a little bending can't fix, although I think... Yep, there we go. That's pretty much straight. Easy does it. Cool. So this is what it looks like closed. We've got the extra handle over here for when she's got the umbrella open. We've got faceplates. We've got a happy one looking that way. We've got just a blank plain one, blushing though. Very cutesy. We've got Excalibur. Let's pull Excalibur out. Maybe I should use the umbrella. There we go. let's get a focus. And as usual, it seems like it's the exact same Excalibur that they always include. Although, actually, maybe that... yeah, no, wait. This is a different design. Because I think instead of etching, it's engraved. Like, it is a bit 3D, the words, which is a nice little tidbit. And I think usually it has it on both sides, but this one just has it on the one. So, I guess they did do a new Excalibur design, which is cool. I'm all down for that. Seen Excalibur a million times. Oh, and this little piece here is for the end of the umbrella as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it, so let's get on to some poses. Alright, here is our first pose for Altria. It's pretty much just the umbrella holding pose. It's fairly simple to do. It might be a little harder to get in just the right position for posing, but essentially pretty much what you do is you use the shoulder that's already on the figure and swap it out for this arm part here. For a while I was using just the arm and shoulder that came straight out of it was essentially attached to one that kind of goes outwards instead of down, and that didn't work, so I just used the shoulder that went down instead, that she was already using when she was opened up, and then that worked out a lot better, and it kind of got that behind the head effect that she's got going for her. And then you pretty much just slot the umbrella stand through both the umbrella as well as the hand, and then add on this piece last, and then there you have it. That's it. Fairly simple to do once you know what you're doing, but it does take up a lot of place for an Nendoroid, so I'm given that my shelves are so small now and I keep adding new fake figures, I'm probably not going to use this one, just because, yeah, not enough space, but it is really cool. This is probably one of the highlight items that she comes with, just because, you know, that's kind of her thing for this one, I guess, this cool umbrella. Very nice pose, but I'll be skipping out on it. Anyway, let's move on to the next pose. Alright, next up we have the cute, shy, bashful Altria pose. So this one is using pretty much the same hand piece as last time. We just, well, same arm piece, but we swap out the hand and then use the other one that had the peace sign in the box and swap out the hand for that and just kind of join them together, face her down, put her legs kind of inwards, and there we go. We got a cute, shy, bashful look. I don't know how well the blush is going to come out on camera, but it's there. It's a nice little pose, but not for me. I think the last one that you saw in the thumbnail, at least, is probably the one that I will go for, just because it's more of a cooler looking one. That's more what I like for my fake figures. But again, very nice pose, very cute. I'm sure you can do a lot with this if you're into that kind of stuff, photography and all of that. But let's move on to our final pose. Okay, well, this was going to be the final pose, but it doesn't really work out, and I'm sure there's a way to make it work out, but this is too much effort, so I'm going to switch what I'm going to use for the final pose. So, usually how this works is, I believe the sword is supposed to be in front of the base. I can't get the positioning just quite right. It's kind of a pain, and I don't want to spend too much time on this. So I'm just going to kind of show it off like this. She's kind of floating in the air. Ignore that. That shouldn't be happening. Usually she'll just be on the ground and the sword should be in front because it is longer than her legs go to touch the ground. So it doesn't quite work out unless the sword is in front of the base, so just keep that in mind when you're posing this figure up. But anyway, let's get on to a different final pose. Haha, that'll be fine, I'm sure. Alright, here is our final pose for Altria. She's just kind of, you know, holding the umbrella, using a peace sign, and kind of looking off to the side. It was a little hard to get it just right. Even now, I don't think it's perfect, but, you know, it'll do the trick. I am satisfied enough that I will, you know, probably not notice any minor angles being wrong or whatever when I put it up on the shelf, so... pretty simple as well, pretty much using preset hands and all of that, using a different arm, slide the umbrella through the arm, put on the little ribbon at the end, and that's pretty much it. Very simple to do. It's just getting those angles lined up because her eyes kind of look off to the side, but then it's not quite perfect, and it bothers me, but it'll do the trick. Anyway, let's get on to the review portion of this video. So... I'm gonna have to take a point off for that last pose that we did because It is a little frustrating when you can't put stuff on the base and it's got to hang off the side. It kind of just, I don't know, stuff like that doesn't really sit well with me, and I find it hard to work around with. So I'm going to take off a point for that. Other than that, any breakables? Not really. Maybe the hairpiece, as long as you're being careful though, should be fine. This cape thing doesn't work too well. Like, it in the picture, it's supposed to be like kind of down a bit more, but because it's hitting the base here, that's just not possible. So, or the base arm. So I'm going to take off another point for that. But other than that, I don't see any problem with this figure. It's pretty good overall. Good poses, very nice feel, vibe, and everything going on. Also, it's very unique, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10, all up for Altria Racing. Very good score. Not too into racing figures anyway, but it's still cool. I will gladly put you on my fate shelf and admire you. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Don't forget, we'll have all those extra things going on this week, so probably check out that fake Grand Order video if you're into it. If not, there'll be more Nendoroid videos throughout the week, and then the sort of, well, we'll call it the prelude. The stay night thing that's going to happen on Wednesday is kind of like the prelude to the next mini-series. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe for more Nendoroid content, and check out the Patreon if you want to support me directly, and I will see you all in the next one. Alright, bye!